Welcome to Brunettes Who Bitch, where the sports are hot, the takes are hotter, and we don't hold back because life's too short to sugarcoat anything. Welcome back to Brunettes Who Bitch, where we don't just watch the drama in sports, we live for it. I'm Kate, and today we're diving into the biggest headlines lighting up the sports world, from clutch moments to complete disasters. If it's trending, we're talking about it. And we're not holding back, so let's get into it. Today we have a fill-in. we have
a third brunette that's not.
Yeah, I literally said, I'm like,
girl.
He's a brunette, so this works out.
Mm-hmm.
Because this Brunettes Who Bitch. We don't allow blondes on here. We brought in our good friend Neil. Tell us a little about yourself, Neil.
Is that my cue to talk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
just cut us off whenever.
What's up, everybody? My name's Neil. Fun fact about me, I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network, which covers the New Jersey Devils. I had Kate, Ashley, and the entire Brunettes Who Bitch ladies on one of my episodes not too long ago. So if you haven't checked out that episode, I highly recommend you do, because it was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I'm excited to be the fill-in for today. I thought I was going to be on as a guest at some point, but a fill-in is the next best thing. So here I am. And people are going to be like, well, he covers hockey. What does he know about other sports? You'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to surprise everybody for every topic we have here today. So I'm excited to be here, and thank you for having me.
He said self-plug early.
That was my fun fact.
I loved that.
My fun fact.
He said, fun fact, plug.
We are talking about top sports headlines going around the entire world of sports. And since March Madness just came to an end, we're going to start with March Madness, both men's and women's. We will talk men's first, and then we can talk about women's because Gino, my king coach of UConn. But first, we got Florida overcoming Houston for the NCAA title. Why are you shaking your head?
Do you want the story? Because I'll give it to you.
Did you want Houston to win?
Well, there was a specific reason why I wanted Houston to win.
Did you
that
bet
involved?
on it?
I can share it. So in the nonprofit job that I work for, we had a bracket challenge with everybody who works there, and the winner gets a trophy. Like an actual trophy. Like, it was very cool. And it's going to get engraved in whoever wins, like, their name gets engraved. It's really cool. It's a really, really cool thing that my best friend did, because he was in charge of the whole challenge. And I got down to the last day, which was the national championship. And if Houston won, I would win the trophy. If I lost, I would drop down and finish in 5th place in the entire challenge. Guess where I ended up because of Houston?
5th place.
5th. Not even in 2nd place or anything. It's because Houston once again choked when it mattered most. And you know what? For them to come back against Duke the way that they did, to then do the exact opposite of that in the national championship game, just tells me that Houston is cursed. Like, they will never win a national championship because every time they get close, it's stuff like this happens. And this dates back to Phi Slamma Jamma, like in the 80s. So, like, and they lost it in Texas, mind you. I know it was in San Antonio, but still, like, that was a home game. And they didn't get it done. They just completely choked it away. But give Florida credit. Florida was great all year.
So, some fun facts. The title game was the 3rd straight game where the Gators overcame a second half double-digit deficit to advance and secure the wins.
Yeah, of course they did.
Their last title was 2006, 2007 in back-to-back fashion. So literally almost 20 years ago.
That was the Joakim Noah era, by the way. And Billy Donovan was the head coach. That's how he got an NBA job and why he's still in the NBA. So you can thank Joakim Noah for that. Whatever Joakim, I don't remember which.
Kate said, damn, Neil knows sports. You can see it on her face. She went,
I'm like, you're whipping out names, and I'm like, oh, I don't know any of this. I don't know how much I've mentioned this, that my bracket was made solely off of vibes. I had no idea what I was doing going into
That's
it.
honestly fair. I had a friend that picked Yale. Honestly.
Ew.
Much to Ashley's dismay, I picked Duke winning. And fun
Nice.
fact, based off of all of the vibes, I'm so sorry. Based off vibes, 3 out of the 4 I had for the Final Four. I had Purdue instead of Houston.
I had 3 out of 4. The only one that I got wrong, unfortunately, was Michigan State. That was unfortunate. I really thought they had it, but they didn't.
No.
So there
I
you
had
go.
St. John's.
Yeah, well, St. John's disappointed, I think, everybody in the country with getting knocked out as early as they did. I mean, I know they lost to John Calipari in Arkansas, but like that whole bracket, that region was set up for them to make a run.
Oh, 100%.
And they lost because of free throw shooting. Shocker. They're like the worst free throw shooting team in the country. And they were missing mid-range shots the entire game. They were fortunate to only lose by a couple points.
Yeah. It was just a boring March Madness, and I will
It was
stand
so
by that.
boring.
March Midness.
It was
Madness.
You're absolutely that should be the title of this episode.
That was the title of our March Madness episode. No, it wasn't. It was
No,
March
that was
Mildness.
March Mildness.
No, March Midness is better. I think.
I'll go and change it.
Moving on to the girls.
Girls was better anyway.
Girls was better. That's why we're moving on.
What a
UConn
shock.
is also back on top, and
Yeah.
Gino won his 12th NCAA title, and UConn just dominated the entire tournament. Paige, I love you. I can't wait to watch your professional career.
She's been like on my TikTok For You page a lot recently.
I literally adore her.
She
seems
made
like a
she
chill
made the
gal.
right choice. She made the right choice to not go to the draft last year because
fully.
she would have been she still would have been a top 10 pick, but going into this draft, she's by far the number 1 pick in the draft. Maybe
Which
not by
is
far.
No, I think she's by far.
Well, you do have Juju Watkins.
Yes.
Now, I will say this. I'm not trying to knock on UConn, but I will say that if Juju Watkins was healthy in that semifinal game, I wonder if things would have been different in that game.
Sam and I fully agree with you.
I think a lot of UConn fans would agree with that. And that was unfortunate too, because it was leading up to that. It was really leading up. It was kind of like when Caitlin Clark and
Angel Reese
played each other back-to-back years in the tournament. It was building. They don't really have a rivalry. They don't seem to dislike one another. Whereas Caitlin Clark, I don't think Caitlin Clark dislikes anybody, but everybody hates her, to be blunt. Which
I
is
love her, but
totally unfair for her. But
yes.
That's how it goes. But yeah, no, good for Paige. I'm glad that she got, she's going to be, now cemented as one of the greats in UConn history.
Yeah.
I would have wondered what her legacy would have been if they didn't get it done. I wonder that. Because she also dealt with a crap ton of injuries. And she came back, and got it done. So good for her. Really good for her. Just not a very exciting national championship game. I'll just be very blunt.
No game was very exciting, so. But they just ended, so we did have to touch on them quickly.
Yeah.
Another record was just broken, so we can jump over to Kate's favorite sport.
Hockey! The only sport I really actually know about.
I couldn't guess with that Bruins the Bruins logo in the background.
She said, "Where is that?"
Wait,
I've been looking at it this entire time since I jumped in.
Here, you should see the other room.
Okay.
Oh, I'll show you after. But I have my Devil's blanket right here. So what
a game that was today. He lied.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, well, you didn't miss anything.
I told you we lose every time I wear a jersey. You didn't want to listen to me.
Ovechkin broke Gretzky's all-time goal-scoring record. Sorry.
26-year-old record.
That's fucking insane.
It's older than you, Kate.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's pretty remarkable because they keep going back to an interview that Elliot Friedman did with Ovechkin a couple years ago and talked about, do you think you could breach that record? And he adamantly said, no, I don't think so. And I think that it's just funny how like even he didn't think it was possible. But I think this chase, kind of similar to the Four Nations, I think has been great for the growth of the game because a lot of people were focusing on it. A lot of people were talking about it. So I think overall in the NHL, it's been a good year in terms of growth, of getting more newer fans to watching these events. I knew that April 6th was going to be the day. For about a month, I felt like, yeah, this is going to happen on April 6th, just because like the way it was going. What was really funny was the second that Ovechkin got to he scored his second goal in that game against the Blackhawks 2 days before. The prices for that game on Long Island just and then now they skyrocketed, and the day before they plummeted again.
Of course.
So it went from 700 to like 300. I was like, what is happening? And I kept saying I said to my dad, I said, imagine someone bought these tickets like 3 months ago and they spent like $30.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, the people who were like, just like, oh, we'll go to this game because it's a convenient day, are probably like patting themselves on the back right now.
The sad part is that because physical tickets are not a thing anymore, is that like people can't have like that type of memorabilia to like
Yes, they
hold on.
can.
Oh, they can? Actually
Don't you
can?
have to go to like the box office at the arena?
They
or something?
were, I don't know if they were selling them or what the case was, but you can get a ticket for that day, like a commemorative ticket.
Oh, but it probably costs money, doesn't it?
I think you might have to buy, I don't know, there were some absurd things
Yeah,
going on at UBS
spend,
that day.
you spend money on the actual ticket, and then you have to spend more money on getting it,
The capitals stand for capitalism.
Let me just write that down.
Don't come at me. Yeah, write that in your discussion.
That was the sociology homework.
Capitalism, the Washington Capitals stand for capitalism.
Yeah, that's what they just shortened it.
Yeah. I did like how everybody, Islanders fans, everyone was just up respecting him. Like, he deserved it. And the little ceremony. Deserved it. I can't believe it's the only goal they scored and they still lost the game.
That was the thing. The thing was that, right? They were down 2-0 when that happened. So they scored. That ceremony was about 35 minutes long. They go to commercial break. They come back. Within 15 seconds of that goal, the Islanders retook the 2-goal lead. It was like, yeah, well, screw it. Because I think like someone told me that like apparently like a bunch of people like left after the ceremony. They just left. They
were only there for that.
I guess it was kind of like, what does it matter at this point?
Right.
I don't know. It's just, but good for Ovechkin, man. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome for all of us to get a chance to like see Ovechkin's like career for the, for the good majority of it, to do what he did. He's not breaking the points record, I'll tell you that. I mean, that's not going to get touched, or the assist record, but to know that you're going to end up being the all-time goal scorer champion is awesome, is really awesome. And I'm really happy for him. If they end up winning the cup, right, Ovechkin should just retire. I don't really see another reason to keep playing.
I thought he was going to. I don't really pay attention to him, I'm not going to lie. So I was under the impression that, like, once he broke the record, that was going to be his final season.
He could still play at a high level. I mean, he's leading the team in goals.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like...
I mean, he's leading the league in goals.
Yeah, he good for, again, it's good for him and good for the game too.
Yeah.
It happened in New York, just not an MSG. Just happened on Long Island.
I guess talking about growing the game, I'm hopping over to a different way to grow the game with younger kids and basketball.
Yay!
Barbie dolls. LeBron James is the first male athlete to have his own Ken doll. I have a picture of it. I looked it up. I was
He's
curious.
the first
Oh,
athlete.
you know what he has the
Male
best
athlete.
opportunity
Male-
to do?
Yeah, that makes sense.
He needs to
That's
next
good.
time he plays, he needs like a walkout song. I don't know if they do that in basketball.
He plays the
I'm just Ken.
or he plays the "I'm a Barbie Girl" theme song.
Yeah.
Play that.
That'd be more iconic, actually.
That would be.
I don't know. If he came out in the whole like Ken Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Mojo Do. Jesus, the
It's
Powerpuff
the Mojo
reference.
Dojo Casa House. I don't
Yeah.
fucking remember what it's called. In the getup where it was like the fur coat, the bandana,
Okay,
leather
wait.
pants.
You're speaking this like I know. I have
Have
no
you never
idea.
seen the Barbie movie?
No.
Oh my god, we're having a movie night.
Oh
We're
God.
having a movie night.
Okay. What? I didn't see.
We're having a movie night.
Good for LeBron. Good for LeBron. That's really cool. That's
Wait.
really cool.
So he's not dressed in his basketball uniform, but he has a varsity jacket on with LJ on the front, and it includes an Ohio patch and a crown patch on one of the sleeves and the number 23 on the other. On the back it says LeBron, along with the phrase "just a kid from Akron," the Ohio city where he's born. I kind of
Akron.
like that. Akron.
Akron. That was wild. That was wild. Akron.
Nope. Akron.
It's because it's Ohio.
You know now that like this news came out that people are gonna start calling him La Barbie.
Oh, 100%.
Or La Ken. La Ken James.
That was a nice little cackle.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's gonna be my ringtone now. Oh my god.
Under the jacket, the doll wears a shirt that says "We are family."
Interesting. Did he design it himself?
I'm gonna assume he had a lot of input in the design, with it having all of this stuff on it.
Right. So I was gonna say this is like all very detailed in order for it to be designed by someone else.
Yeah, so Barbie previously honored athletes like Serena Williams, Naomi Osaka, but LeBron is the first male sports figure and the first male figure not from the entertainment industry to join the lineup.
Ah.
I wondered for like the longest time with Naomi Osaka, like what was the controversy with her that like she left the game for a while because of mental health reasons, and some people thought that she was like faking it. Or not faking it, I guess like using it as an excuse because she wasn't playing well. This was like a while ago. You know what I mean?
Yes. But that tends to happen when people talk about mental health because nobody believes in it.
We're getting better though. We are slow, and I'm saying that slowly. I'm saying like we're slowly getting better at
we're making strides in the right direction, but there's still a big gap that needs to be hurdled.
See, Ashley put that way better than I was putting it. So there you go. I was not gonna put that in the right frame. So I apologize for that.
So I kind of do like that. I am not a LeBron James fan at all.
That's fair.
His remake of Space Jam was terrible.
At all. I'm not a LeBron.
I haven't watched it.
I think he's whiny and I don't like him. But I respect this because it's growing the game and it's not just about basketball.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He is a good role model for kids. So I'm happy about it.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, I did want to say, I mean, this is not on the list of things we were talking about, but I don't know if you ladies saw, but do you guys know who Jaren Duran is by any chance?
No, I have no idea who that
is. Is he a baseball player?
He's on the Red Sox. He's now affiliated for the Red Sox. There was an announcement less than a week ago, I think it's been like 5 or 6 days, that a Netflix documentary is coming out documenting his struggles with mental health. Okay. And I think that's awesome that he has the courage to talk about it as a professional athlete. because I think it's one thing to for young kids in particular. I think it's one thing for like someone maybe like at like an assembly or something talk about it. It's another thing when it's like athletes that people look up to
So
that show that they're more human.
yes, and not only that, he's a male athlete.
Nick,
And
you're right.
men's
Yep.
mental health is not something taken seriously ever.
Hmm.
And men's mental health needs to be taken a little bit more seriously than it is. So I'm really excited about this because of
Yeah.
him showing. I'm
Vulnerability.
tired.
Oh,
I'm really excited because it's gonna open up conversations for people to have
yeah.
and pave a new set of mentalities.
Yeah. It's not. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to watching it. I will probably cry, knowing me. I will probably cry. So, but I give Jaron Duran a lot of credit. It seems like he's in a much better place now. Um,
I can't say this because I'm a Yankees fan, but I'm a big fan of him.
I think he's become. I think he's gained a lot of new fans since this came out, and I think
Yeah,
it's
100%.
really important for him. And I remember like the game like right after that came out, he got like a standing ovation like the first time he came up at bat,
As he
and that
should.
was awesome. So just wanted because we were talking about mental health, just wanted to bring that up real quick.
I support it. And while we're talking about baseball, I guess we could talk about the other controversy going on in the world of bats and stuff.
Torpedoes. Sorry.
The
Torpedoes.
torpedo bat.
The anticipation was driving me up the wall. I needed to get it out.
I'm good at that. I'm sorry. Anyway, torpedo bats. What are our thoughts? Go, Neil.
Are they any different than regular
Okay.
bats? Like,
So I guess what
Well, they
we really
are.
should explain to you what they are.
yes. I was gonna say like a 5-year-old, please.
They are legal in the world of baseball. They're not
Okay.
illegal because they have specific guidelines for how bats can be built.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
It's not just the Yankees, by the way. There are other people that use these bats.
Well, the Yankees started it, to be fair.
Yes. So the Yankees have hired literally an engineer to help build bats to help certain players hit balls better.
Certain players, by the way, Ashley's referring to, it was literally designed for one person originally.
Well, yes.
No, originally it was
Yes.
one person.
Correct. But two
Now
of them
it's
use
two.
it.
Who?
Volpe and Jazz.
Okay.
It was originally from the first article that I read that it was designed for just Volpe.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jazz just like tried it for fun and he really liked it. Not from
Right.
the home run perspective, but just like how it felt in his hands.
Well, because it allows for a faster swing.
Right. And I think that's the true difference in that there's a lot it's not a lot thinner on the bottom, but it is thinner.
Mm-hmm.
So it just has like you can have a quicker release, an explosion to the plate. But like all these guys are able to hit home runs anyway. Like Jazz hitting a couple home runs doesn't surprise me. The dude can hit it. Anthony Volpe, for the most part, the only hits he's getting this year are home runs, which is not a shock. And everyone's like, oh, Aaron Judge is using torpedo. Aaron Judge doesn't need a torpedo bat to hit 50 home runs. The guy can hit it anyway.
It's just overplayed. I don't have Sam to make fun of me right now. So it's just overplayed and exhausting to hear Yankees are cheating again. Because they always find something to complain about and cry
we're
about.
Cheating. We're cheating and we're 7-7 right now. Okay, sick.
You hate us because you ain't us.
Lindor is using the bat as well.
Oh.
Supposedly.
And the
And
guy from
0-11 to start the season.
Okay.
But he's back now, according to Sam and her notes.
Oh.
Her notes.
She said he's back now because he's a dad, part 3, actually.
You know, there's one player that's using it that it's actually working for him right now, and that's Ellie De La Cruz from the Cincinnati Reds. He has 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. He just hit a grand slam yesterday for the Reds. So, yeah, I mean, but like, if I'm being honest with you, it's not like the rest of the leagues to be like, oh, let's get these bats. No, it's no.
But so nobody cared about the bats. The bats didn't bother anyone until the Yankees hit 20 home runs in like 13 innings.
And that's a very good point because I was listening to New York sports radio, and it was WFAN to be specific for anybody who's in the New York, New Jersey area. And the guy was there, and he's a Mets fan, but he said, I don't care about the bats, and I'll tell you why. The reason it's becoming a big deal is because it's the Yankees. If this was the Mets, if this was the Cardinals, if this was the Giants, if this was the Pirates, no one would care. Not a single person would care. But because it's the Yankees, everyone says, oh, look at that. Oh, the Bronx Bombers are back. Like, yeah, the Yankees hit a bunch of home runs, yet they have no pitching. So what does it matter? I'm just saying, like, here, like, to give it to you simply, Kate, the barrel of the bat, the middle of the bat is a tiny bit fatter.
I think I saw a picture of it.
Yeah, it's like a tiny bit
you
fatter.
have to really be looking at it to tell the difference.
Because what you're seeing is you're seeing what we call a more balanced bat.
Mm-hmm.
You are no longer looking at it like, oh, it's very small on the bottom, like where the hands go,
Mm-hmm.
and a big barrel. Now it's just a balanced thing. So really, if they did anything, they just made a more like aerodynamic bat. That's literally
Not
it.
prime.
Also, the
Science.
Yankees are built, as Ashley can attest to this, the Yankees are built to hit home runs. That's literally their entire offense.
With our short porch.
It's like, it's not a short porch, but fine, go off.
I don't have Sam. I had to do it.
There. If anybody has a short porch, it's the Red Sox.
Besides the point.
I'm gonna pretend I know what you guys are talking about. Short porch.
Short wall.
Yeah.
So
Short
the
wall.
distance from home plate to what would be a home run in Yankee Stadium is shorter than most other stadiums, only on the right side.
Why?
It's still
Because I don't know.
Did they build the stadium before they built the field? Sorry, that's a stupid question.
They might have. It's a good point.
They said.
I'm just saying, Kate brings up a good point. That might have been the case.
I guess we'll dive into that one day, Kate. I have no idea.
But then you go to Fenway Park and the wall is about yay high. Like if you sit in the right field area of the stadium, the wall is below your chest. So I mean, it's every ballpark is different.
Yeah.
Period.
So that's our thoughts on torpedo bats. And
There's your
I don't
history.
wanna hear-
There's your science lesson, by the way.
No one tell me that the Yankees are cheaters ever again.
Yeah.
We don't
But-
cheat. Yankees don't cheat. They just hurt themselves.
Real.
Like
And choke
honestly,
the World Series, but that's besides the point.
Hey, at least you're not in denial. That's the important part. I don't know.
I'm a Yankees fan, a Giants fan, and a Devils fan.
So
I
you're
can't
used
be
to
in
it.
denial about anything.
same. Speaking of the Giants,
Speaking of the Giants,
there you go. There's a good
we have a-
transition.
we have a NFL draft coming up,
Oh yeah.
April 24th.
I'm actually going to be going to a draft party at MetLife Stadium for that.
That'll be fun.
But it's not the Giants one. I only could get tickets for the Jets one.
Okay, but who the hell are you guys? Who the hell are the Jets getting? Not you guys, because you're a Giants fan.
I'm a Giants fan.
Who, like, I feel like the Jets literally just always get let down by their draft pick.
Yeah, most likely. It's going to be the case. We'll see. I don't know. I was telling my friend as Giant, he's also a Giants fan. I'm like, honestly, with the moves that they already made at the quarterback position, I don't think they could do wrong in this draft. I don't I like if they don't draft a quarterback at 3, is it really the end of the world? I don't think so.
So they're looking at Saunders from Colorado as their first pick.
Shador Sanders, yep.
Yes, who's not a quarterback.
He is.
Is he a quarterback?
You're
Okay.
thinking you probably are thinking of Travis
I'm
Hunter.
thinking of Travis Hunter,
Yeah.
who's a
Travis
wide
Hunter,
receiver.
also from Colorado.
Yes.
And Abdul Carter, who went to Penn State, defensive lineman.
So which one would you prefer?
Travis Hunter.
Really?
I'm just going to be, because I'm looking at it from a positional need for the Giants. They
Fair, but
don't
we
need
still do
defensive linemen right now.
But we still do need a quarterback.
Well, we could always draft one in the second round. There's nothing saying we can't do that.
I guess.
Also, I'm saying if we suck again, they might get Arch Manning next year.
That's also true.
So, like, is it really?
I don't want another season of just being miserable, though.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get that probably. But you know what? With the personalities we have at the quarterback position right now, we're gonna have fun. We might suck, but we're gonna have a good time.
Well, we do have a good time. They are fun.
They are fun. But it should be. The draft is in Green Bay for the first time.
The draft is in Green Bay. Cam Ward, who is a quarterback, is projected to go first overall.
Yep.
The Titans have the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
So Cam Ward stats: 4,313 yards, 39 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. The Titans need a quarterback and a wide receiver. But that's besides the point.
They could do the funniest thing.
They could do the funniest thing.
They could just not draft the quarterback first overall. Everyone else will panic. Every single other team will panic.
It would be funny, though.
I mean, it would open, as a Giants fan, I'd be like, could we still get him?
Probably not, because we have third. Who do we have? We have third.
We have third. Browns have the second. But the Browns may not take a quarterback. I don't know.
The Browns don't really need a quarterback.
No, they do. No, they have Deshaun Watson. That's not a good thing.
Let me speak it into existence. I would like Cam Ward. Cam Ward might be like a great thing for the Giants. It would never happen, but I won't be depressed.
I would like to hear Kate's thoughts on this.
Everything is gibberish to me right now because I don't watch football at all. Like, I don't.
We got her into baseball last season. We'll get her into football this season.
Oh, I don't think you could ever.
I'll send you some Joe Burrow edits.
See, like,
send her some Josh Allen ones.
I was just about to say that.
Josh Allen.
I already love Josh Allen, but like,
how could you not like Josh Allen?
Exactly.
He's so wholesome.
He's so wholesome. He's dating a celeb. He's marrying a celebrity that like only a certain age group knew about.
Did you not know about Haley Steinfeld?
Oh no, she's my celebrity crush, Kate. I very much know.
Have you seen the Pitch Perfect movies?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I watched the Pitch Perfect. Didn't watch Barbie, but I watched Pitch Perfect. That's for sure.
Win some, you lose some.
It's
all 3 Pitch Perfect movies, or just the ones that she's in?
No, all of them. Okay. But I knew who she was before Pitch Perfect.
Oh, so did I.
Yeah, like
I don't know why, but I did.
What was she in before Pitch Perfect?
She was a singer, and she still is. Yeah. Like it wasn't like it.
Oh, I ate her music up on Musical.ly when I was younger.
Musical.ly. Oh God!
It's time to go to bed. I'm done here now.
No, but she was in movies when she was younger, because I think she was in like a movie called like True Grit or something like that. I could be wrong. And she was in that one.
Your guess, Kate. Your guess is as good as mine. I do not know.
I know my stuff.
I also like what I enjoy. This is so random, but it happened today. It literally happened today. I had made this comment. It's really interesting to watch like athletes and judge them based on the car that they drive?
He's
Because
Yeah.
judging
you
everybody
really
today.
like question people's thought process.
Okay, but this is something that was in discussion today.
Yes.
Well, it was
Did
in
you
my head.
did
It
you
was
see
certainly in my
Copacetic
head.
drive out? Is that why?
You
Yes.
could ask Ashley. I was like
The
criticizing about
Volkswagen.
basically everybody that drove by.
Oh my! He's like, look at Marky. Marky's gonna drive by slow because he needs everyone to know that that's his car.
It wasn't. Isn't his like a
And
Porsche
did
or
he
something?
not? I'm
He did.
sorry.
He slowed
No,
down
he is
so
so
bad.
he is so much like that. He drove past us in his Bentley, parked it in the garage, then went back, got in his other nice car with his wife and kids,
And drove
and then
off.
drove off again. This man
Okay.
could do no. This man also he dresses to the nines. This guy is definitely from Europe. You could totally tell. He's not American. Canadians don't dress like that, respectfully. Like, come on. Look at Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes wears a bland ass suit and tie. Like that's not impressive at all.
And not even with like dress shoes. He wears his Air Forces.
He's 12. The man is like a 12-year-old that thinks it's fashion.
I
He's
mean,
actually just a crap
I can't
boy.
really blame him because if somebody's like, yeah, you have to dress down or dress up, I'm like, okay, dress down, sweatpants and a hoodie. Dress up, I'm wearing sweatpants and a nice shirt.
In Air Force Ones.
I was gonna wear my Birkenstocks, but
Their
yeah.
Birkenstocks even better.
Converse.
Yeah, the dirty ones though.
Well, they have
You
to
know,
be dirty.
Yeah.
Ashley, you could send pictures of Joe Burrow in suits to Kate because he dresses very nice.
I've seen
He's,
pictures of him in suits
he's
before.
very.
Love Joe Burrow.
The thing like I don't get is that like in every other sport, like especially in this country, the walk-in videos or like pictures, like everybody's dressed like really creatively. Like the NBA like takes the cake.
Everything but the NHL.
But then we watch the NHL, right? Everybody's wearing the same damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
They
like,
need style. They need to loosen the rules. Let them show their personalities.
is it a rule?
I think so.
I think it's just a code. I think it's just an unspoken code.
It might be unspoken. But then you have like Joe Burrow walking in with these insane $3,000 pair of jeans that I'm obsessed with and I want.
$3,000?
Yes. And
It's
they're beautiful.
It's made of goat skin, probably.
Almost a whole year of car payments for me. That's crazy. I mean, 6 months of car payments. I don't know.
It's remarkable, like that these guys, like there's so many guys who like clearly have fashion. Like the one guy I'll say that definitely like he obviously wears a suit, but he definitely makes it stand out is like David Pasternak. Without question.
Yeah.
Every suit he has is 10 out of 10.
But that's even like Brendan Dillon has really good style.
Remember the hat he wore at home opener for the Red
Yes.
Carpet?
When you played in the league for 15 years, I think you pick up on some cues.
Yeah.
I guess.
The feather in the hat was.
He's one that has good style. I don't get excited over like our walk-in arrivals. None of their outfits stand out to me.
And also,
Give me
most
the
of them
fun
have
one.
no personality.
None.
They have the personality of like a wet napkin.
They look like a random stranger passing you on the street. Just like.
That's why playing in like a smaller market like this is great for a lot of these players because they could walk in Hoboken or something and nobody would know who they are.
Nobody would know.
That's why Jack Hughes went to DJ's by me and he just blended in like another college kid.
Because he's a frat boy. He looks
He is
like
a frat
boy.
boy.
He really missed out on this
I don't think Luke Hughes is.
a frat
I
boy.
actually would argue that I think Luke Hughes is more mature than Jack.
He's probably correct.
I was gonna say you kind of have a point, but I think it's also
Look
because
at his interviews. Luke will sit there for 20 minutes and talk. Jack will give you 2 words.
yeah, and he's like
Like,
constantly looking off to the
Sick.
side,
Luke
being
was
like,
also media trained in college.
yeah.
But Jack played for the U.S. National Development Team. There was media for that. You mean to tell me that no one trained him ever?
Maybe he's just a silly, goofy guy. He said,
I would like to ask like Nico in particular, like, does Jack talk? Like when he's around just you guys, What does he say?
Jack did not shut. I fully believe Jack does not shut up.
Yeah,
Because I
like,
think
One
Jack's
of my
like me.
Twitter mutuals was saying, because I don't know if you know who Samantha is, but
Oh, yes. He
she
was the
won like
loudest
some
on the
type of
plane.
auction, and she literally tweeted, she was like, "You would never guess which Devils player wouldn't shut the hell up the entire flight," and everyone was like Nico, Timo, blah blah blah, and like she just
Jack.
revealed like a week ago, she was like, "Yeah, it was Jack. He wouldn't shut up," and I'm like, that
But I can see
seems so.
that.
Of
Because
course,
I'm like
yeah.
that.
Like, I'm quiet around people I don't know, but if I'm with my friends, I literally don't shut the fuck up. 5.5 minutes.
I just don't shut the fuck up at all. Ever.
No,
And there's
I'm
nothing wrong with
distinctly
that.
silent until like I'm with people that I like. Then I'm not silent.
Yeah.
Then I'm a
And then I'm
crackhead.
talking until I'm out of
Fair
breath.
enough. But like it's funny just like watching like interviews because that's like the most that a lot of us get to see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's just like he says 2 words, walks away.
Yeah, two.
The interview he
and
did
one
in the
of them is
playoffs with
wrong.
Emily Kaplan is my all-time favorite because the literal second that he was free to go, just immediately like just
When he
ran
just
away.
turns and walks away from her,
Just
I
turns
was
and doesn't care.
crying.
He's just like,
He's like, I'm
like,
out
what
of
do you
here.
want me to say? The best was
No, the one
Hey-
with his dad's really funny too.
They weren't even finished, and they're like, "Bye,
he's
we're
like,
gonna
no,
finish the
I'm good.
interview with
I'm
Jim."
done. I'm done. Like, but I guarantee you in the locker room, he's one of the most annoying people when it comes to talking,
100%.
just over and over. I think the quietest person in the locker room. I'm trying to like think like who I could see. I think
Dougie.
I think Jake Allen is the quietest dude in the locker room.
I forget Jake Allen exists, so probably.
But that's what I'm saying. I think Jake Allen sits there half the time and doesn't say a word.
I feel like Dougie's silent too, though. Dougie seems very introspective.
Dougie seems very much like he could tell a dad joke and it would be really
Well, that
funny.
too. But he
Like he
seems
would
very
say,
introspective.
He's the type of person who just sits and watches you talk. Like, my favorite thing is sometimes during warm-ups when he just comes out and he's like looking at people. Like a
he's
couple
just
of
like,
weeks ago, it was the hat giveaway that we went to, like the black winter hat one. And he was like, we were jamming. They were playing shit ton of Taylor Swift, and I was jamming out. And I literally just look, and he's like staring. And I'm like, I'll put on a show. I'm jamming. I'm like, I'll
he
sing
is
to you.
thinking in that moment. He's like, where's the next museum I can go visit? That's literally what is going on in his brain.
Yeah.
Indeed.
He's like, I'm
Um,
just zoning out.
He's like, I'm here. I'm here. And like the funny thing is like we could say that, but then like when you talk about NFL players, I don't think any of them not shut the fuck up. I think they all talk a shit ton.
Real.
I think MLB locker rooms are the same thing. I think there's just people who just don't stop talking. Like I think Jazz Chisholm talks every 5 seconds,
Well,
says
yeah, because
something.
he makes his own music and he wants to be he literally plugs himself to the boys.
He wants to be LiAngelo Ball so bad.
I love him though. He's so funny.
Did you guys ever see the clip of it happened at the NBA All-Star game? It was Victor Wembanyama, the Spurs. He walks in and Nikola Jokic sees him, sees that he has a book in his hand, right? And he goes, "Did you really bring a book to the All-Star game?" And Wembanyama's like, "Yeah, I read all the time." The camera pans back to Jokic just going,
He's so funny.
"Oh, Jokic? Yeah, Jokic
Well,
is the best."
he's quite literally nicknamed the Joker. Like, he is so funny.
Just look up the clip you need to see is when he asks like the PR guy, "What time is the parade?" or like what day is like the championship parade? And he's like, they tell him and he's like, "No," because he wants to go home and be with his horses.
Oh my god, wait. Speaking about the NBA, did you watch Luka's first game back in Dallas?
Yeah, Nico Harrison is definitely like gonna get fired.
He better. I hate them. I cried. They made Luka cry. I cried.
Yeah, well, I don't think he ever wanted to be traded. I don't
He
think that
didn't want
was.
to be traded. So Kate, this is the One Direction trade
Yeah, the
that
Harry
I gave
Styles
you.
Jonas Brothers
Yes.
trade. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you guys showed like DMs like explain this to me, but in a different way.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Explain
if
the
you were to just
significance.
like talk about that to me, I'd be like, I have no idea who that is. I'm so sorry.
Mhm.
So he just played his first game back where they traded him.
Oh shit.
And they made this really heart-wrenching, emotional tribute video to him.
Yeah.
And so now he's crying. Literally on the
He's
sidelines
fully crying.
crying.
He's not even like it's not like the single tear or something that like
No, he's like
fully
sobbing.
he's fully crying.
He never wanted to be traded from you guys. He was supposed to be the face of your franchise.
Yep.
And now you're like, oh, thanks for everything. Haha, we're playing against you. And then he went
You
and dropped, I don't even know how
he
many
dropped
points.
45.
Was it 45?
It was like 45, 47, something like that.
Somewhere in the 40s on them and all. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. But like, I was so angry that they gave him a tribute video like that to do that and did that to him.
Right.
It's like when Miles Wood made his return to. No, it's not. It's actually not the same.
It's not the same thing at all.
It's like, oh, when Taylor Hall made his return, also not the same.
No, it would be like Jack Hughes going to like fucking the Rangers
Ugh,
and
don't
us,
even say those words.
and us making him a tribute video the next game.
He'd be
That's
like,
what
"Fuck you guys."
That's what the
Whoa.
equivalent would be.
The last good like welcome back video I think the Devils did was like when Severson came back.
Mm.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
you-
that's not even like.
But also like no,
comparable.
it's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same. It's like
That's what I was like. It has to be like Jack to the Rangers. Or
whoever
something
made
like
that video, by the way, for the Mavericks, like should get a pay raise
It
or
was
get fired
beautiful.
or get fired.
I support firing them, but it was beautiful.
No, I
Give
can
them
see
the
like
money
I
and
can
then
see like
fire
the
them.
owner getting mad at like how good it was, and then going up and be like, "Yo, get out, out." Nico Harrison just goes into like this like out.
He needs to get fired. Fuck him.
He might be the dumbest GM in the NBA.
He needs to just sell the team. Sell it to me.
He's the GM. He can't sell the team. He can
I
get fired.
decided
He
he
can
can
get
sell
fired.
the team. They should sell the team though. Actually, no, because the owner of the team did not even know about the trade.
That's what I'm saying. The GM should just be fired.
Face.
I feel like that's something you have to run by the owner. Be like, hey, yeah, we're gonna
Well,
trade this guy.
Here's the thing: if you have an owner that's like hands off and basically like just do whatever, just make me
Uh-huh.
money, do you really have to let him know?
I
Yeah,
mean,
because
No.
you're losing money on this trade. This was not a trade to make money.
You know what was great about that trade in the way was that it happened at like 2:30 in the morning.
I thought it was fake.
I had to double check. And I was like, what? Because I'm like, where did this come from?
I thought it was fake until Patrick Mahomes was posting about it.
Patrick Mahomes. I think Mahomes tweeted like, what the like he's a Mavericks
Mahomes
fan.
is who made me. I'm like, oh, Mahomes is tweeting about it. It must be real.
It
So
must
then I'm
be
like
real.
looking, and all of these people are losing. Like all of these big athletes are losing their minds, and I'm like, oh, this is bad.
My reaction, what was funny about the athletes was I was thinking about like seeing some of them, and I saw the Mahomes one, and I'm like, why are you not asleep? Like
Yeah,
my
why are you
reaction was like, why are you not asleep?
Why are you up?
You have kids. Like, go to bed. Like, go to sleep.
Okay. We're getting off track. We're getting back on track. Neil, since I already told you I know nothing about golf, but the 89th Masters ended today.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to
Sure.
take that away?
Sure,
I'm sure
sure.
Kate knows nothing about golf either.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know
in
mini
case
golf,
people don't know, the Masters tournament is probably the biggest tournament in the golf season. In the it's not really PGA specific, but like it's big. It's in Augusta, Georgia. Beautiful, beautiful course, and the winner gets a green jacket. It's a big deal. It's been a big deal since it became a thing. And Rory McIlroy from Northern Ireland, who has been golfing for the better part of 20 years now. He's been around for a while. This was his 14th Masters tournament. He had not won a Masters tournament in his career up until that point. So we got down to today, and he got down to the last hole, the 18th hole. And he needed to just putt from about 30 feet out to win. Missed it. So they had to go to a playoff, which was basically like whoever gets the lower score wins, essentially. It was him and Justin Rose, I think is his name. Rose. He was from South Africa. I think he's South African. And McIlroy won by one less stroke, as they call it, and he won his first career Masters. He also won what is called the Grand Slam. So it's the four major tournaments. So you guys have heard of the Triple Crown, I'm assuming, right? In horse racing,
I think so.
the Kentucky Derby,
Oh, yeah.
the Belmont. It's
Okay.
the equivalent of that. It's like the four major golf tournaments, and Rory McIlroy became just the sixth player to win the Grand Slam, as they call it.
That's impressive.
It is impressive. And it was great to watch him win because, again, it was just like a putt. And he fell to his knees, just like nonchalantly throws his club, just falls down. He's crying. His wife's right there. It was awesome. It was really cool. I tell people all the time, go and watch just like the last tap in and watch the crowd just go like, and then everyone play. Because remember, you have to be like quiet. You can't speak. You can't have your phone or you'll get thrown out. It's a lot of that. And it was just like really cool to see that. So yeah, no, congratulations to Rory McIlroy on finally getting it done, winning the Grand Slam too, which is phenomenal. Also, he made $2 million because he won. So that's another $2 million in the
So
bank.
I should be a golfer?
Exactly.
So wait, he won $2 million. Sorry, $2 million and the green jacket.
Correct.
Okay. When you first said that they win a jacket, I was like, "That's it."
Oh
Like,
no!
I
You
was
win
like, do
money
they win
regardless.
anything else?
No, Kate,
Okay.
there's prize money regardless.
Okay.
Even
You
if
could
lose,
finish in
there's
last
prize
place
money.
and still make like $500,000 or something like that.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Signing
wrong
up for next
profession.
year's.
There's a lot of times where like I've looked at like people on TikTok who are like influencers, people that also like do weird shit on the side and like promote it on their TikTok, that somehow have made millions of dollars dancing.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
just kind of like, my
Like,
response
where
every
are
time
you
is,
profiting from this?
what the, like, why?
I love how he bleeps his little curses out. We don't bleep our curses out here.
Oh,
We're like,
okay. I could say, what the fuck? Like, respectfully, what the fuck?
Because we can't end without talking about girls. We don't have
Yeah.
Lauren to do her little pop off queen.
Pop off.
So should I mute my mic respectfully? Like, I don't think
You should just leave, actually.
I'm gonna say, like, am I allowed to comment or am I gonna get in trouble for commenting on anything?
You'll
Be
be fine.
respectful.
Sports go
Yeah.
sports.
Behave yourself.
Go sports.
Go sports.
For the first time ever, the number of women will outweigh the men in the 2028 Summer Olympics. Soccer, there will be more teams of 16 women and 12 men.
That checks out.
One additional women's weight category in boxing.
Oh,
2 additional women's teams adds in water polo. And they expanded the mixed events in archery, the 4x100 meter mixed relay, golf, gymnastics, table tennis, and rowing coastal beach sprint.
what the hell was the last one?
The rowing coastal beach sprint.
I wonder what that contains.
What the hell does that mean?
No,
Is it like one of those triathlon style
probably.
things?
Probably. But they won't expand softball. All right, bet. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not mad or anything about it.
Mhm.
I think softball is awesome to watch.
Yeah.
But I think that's awesome that, like women's sports in general just continues to grow with every like passing day, honestly.
Yo.
And there's so many more opportunities for women to compete at the highest level. And it's awesome. It really is. So yeah. And also it doesn't surprise me either.
Go woman.
Yeah.
Go women.
Women.
Go women.
That's
Go,
all
go.
That's all I got.
Okay, I'm
Wait,
flipping
wait, wait.
that.
Also, wait a minute. Isn't flag football supposed to be that year too?
Yes. I think
So
I've
there will
played
be more
flag
women for
football
that
before.
too.
Was it flag football? I don't know.
Go women.
Which one's the one where they pull the?
That would be flag football.
That was that's
I was like, I thought that's what it was, but I'm like, wait, I'm
that
gonna
is flag
feel really
football.
stupid if it's something else.
That is indeed the flag of football.
See, the reason I got confused is because when I played it in high school, it was for like homecoming, and it was called Powder Puff.
Oh, the
And
powder
juniors
puff
played
game?
the seniors.
Nice. Yep.
So I never
I know
just
that
referred to it as
I know that
football.
game very well. In my high school, it was literally the biggest event of the year.
You had to pull teeth to get us to do it. We actually had to like coerce the school to let us pull up sophomores for our team
I went to an
while we were
all-girls school.
seniors. We had sophomores on the senior team rather than juniors.
That's real.
Yeah,
Love it.
it was odd, but whatever.
Also,
Yeah.
shout out to the United States women's hockey team for beating Team Canada today in the
Yeah, I
World
saw that.
Championships. They won
Woo!
2-1. That definitely makes up for. See, even the women are doing better than the men in hockey. It's not even a question.
Go
'Cause
women.
women do everything better.
Do they also play Freebird? I hope they do.
I have no idea, but now
Are
I
they-
want to go play it.
Or they play Who Run the World?
Freebird. Who run the world? Freebird mashup.
Freebird, yeah, Freebird runs the world.
That's all we got in exciting news and some chaos around the world of sports. Neil, thanks for being our counterpart tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for keeping me and Kate in check, I guess.
Or at least trying to.
In check, okay.
I was gonna say the attempt worked half the time.
There.
The only time I think I did that was it took us 5.5 minutes to start because Kate couldn't stop laughing for reasons unknown.
We're just chaotic sometimes.
Told both me and Ashley to not look at her, close our eyes. Not even. I could have just turned off my camera and it might not have made a difference.
You don't
Probably
understand. When we're together to do intros, she's literally like, "Nobody look at me."
It took
And
us
we just are all laughing.
our introduction video literally took us like 45 minutes to film. And it was
Just
like a less than
film
10
the
minute long
intro.
introduction. Yeah. We were just introducing ourselves and I was like giggling.
I had to leave. I walked away.
Yeah, that's where the
That-
sit down Ashley comes from.
Of that, but shout out to Western Michigan hockey. By the way, got their first national championship. I can keep pulling out headlines.
He's just gonna keep going. I'm over here sleeping.
Both Kate and Ashley just leave, and I'm just like by myself, just keep going.
Be like, I am the sole brunette right now.
Brunette who bitches.
Yeah.
I'm not even bitching. You know what really grinds my gears? Left turn signals. No
Okay.
turn.
Okay.
The no turn on red
Question.
signs. Those suck.
I get flamed because I call turn signals directionals.
No. What did Madison say that one day? And she's like, "I'm not from here."
I'm not from here.
Oh, the she was like, "Where's your airfield?" or something like that.
Airfield.
Oh, yes.
What?
Because she like
What?
we heard like a helicopter or something like that, and we were like, "Oh," because I think somebody got like hit
Weird.
with a puck at that game, and she was like, "Oh, where's your guys' airfield?" And we're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And she's like, "You know where the team's plane takes off?" And we were like, "They leave out of the airport. They don't have a special little helipad."
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, "Do you
I think,
know
I
where
think,
you
Ma-
are?"
I
You're
think
in
Madison,
Newark.
by the way, might have had the best like period recap I've ever seen.
From
Just so
the other
happy that the
day.
Bruins were just
Yeah.
winning.
She was so happy.
She was.
I
hated
I
it.
blacked that game out. That game didn't exist.
I'm like, what game? I was
The game
eating
today
hot
didn't
dogs with my
exist. The
friends.
game today did not happen.
I
think
can't
we're
believe
three-
the Devils haven't
Well,
played a
it's three
game since
games.
April 5th.
No, we haven't played a game since December 27th.
That's real.
And honestly, that's more of the accurate.
We
more of
actually
an
haven't played a game since like 2023. They got rid
Yeah.
of the league.
No, we played that Stadium Series game. That happened.
Yeah, they said we'll bring you back for this one, but other than that,
Other than that, you guys take the year off.
yeah, you're just here for clicks.
Fight.
Okay.
Getting the
I need, I
views.
need to have like
done
I
now.
need to have like a full discussion of like NIL, but that's for another day.
Yeah.
That is distinctly
Okay.
for another day. Okay. Anyway,
I'll stop talking.
yeah, shut up, Neil. So thanks again for hopping on with us and trying to keep us in check. It worked a little bit. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, click the buttons. I don't know. I need to go to bed.
Whatever.
And tune in next week for whatever chaos ensues then.
Probably
Yeah.
Stanley Cup playoff preview.
Sorry. Heart
maybe.
hands. You have to do the heart hands,
You
Neil.
have to do the heart hands.
I don't know how to do this.
You had it right.
You did have it right.
No,
Sick.
Congratulations.
yes.
so
There you
good.
go.
There you go. Yay! I still can't floss, but I can do this. Sick.